video for you guys. So, what's up and welcome back to the channel. It's always daily content and uploads all the time on the channel. So definitely do smash the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. We greatly appreciate it as always. Smash the like button if you guys do enjoy, which hopefully you do. Hit the bell so you guys will not miss when I upload videos like this in the future, or go live on the channel, of course. So, of course, follow me on my social medias, Twitter and Instagram. The links will be in the description for my social media. Follow me on Twitch so you guys will not miss when I go live. I am going live tonight on my Twitch channel, finishing up Life is Strange Season 2 Alternate Choices. So definitely do check that out. And of course, join the Discord so you guys will be more part of the community. All the links for everything will be in the description. So, once again, let's get into it. So, this one is a Last of Us Part 2 update video for the first one. I noticed the first one is blowing up. I do appreciate that support. Remember, don't obviously take everything at heart, of course. We're just saying information and seeing that it's possibly and more likely that this is going to happen. So, and this is what this video is about as well, giving you guys more of an update that a digital early release is seeming more likely. And we're not saying that this is going to happen 100%. It could obviously go the other way. Just wanted to state that. Not 100% confirmed by them, but I'll keep you guys up to date. That's why I'm updating you guys on this one, because it is a good idea and what's the words to say? Good thing to know for a company, because some people might say that the company might lose money if they release the game late and such like that, or if they only do this a digital release. False, not necessarily. It could go either way for them, but what I found out from Blackwoods, which by the way, link for his channel is in the description on his video, as this video he did sum up a lot more better than I did, but I'm just kind of sharing the information. I do give credit to him though. He's a very cool YouTuber. I did subscribe to him and everything like that, so definitely do check him out. And such like that. I'm just kind of spreading the word a little bit more to kind of give you guys an idea of that, okay, it's more of a likely chance that they might go this route, only because, of this situation. So they signed a contract with investors, and you obviously know with investors, you get more money and you get more bang of the buck for your game to do well, and for you to do more games in the future that can blow up, of course, and get even more money, and yada yada yada, the cycle continues. Well, obviously they signed a contract with these investors with Last of Us Part 2 for the official release date, which was back in February. Obviously, you do know that it got delayed until May 29th. These investors were not happy to see that they had to push the game further. So they ended up fine with this one delay. But as you can see, Sony is not coming up with another release date. Here's the reason why. Because, and I can surely see this, and you gotta understand from a business point of view. If they push it back again with the release date, they could lose a lot of money, and that's actually very bad for their business, because the investors are not going to be getting their money that they promised to begin with. They already pushed it back once. That's already a bad sign. If they try to do it again, yikes, they're going down a bad road. And because, like I said, the investors want their money, as they put money on the table for the game, knowing that the game is going to be really good and that it's going to get a lot of money. And for this case, they want their damn money, of course. so that can put them in serious trouble. And also, too, if this situation does kind of happen, that can give Sony problems for future generations. For instance, for the PS5, we could see less exclusives due to this. That's how bad and severe it can be for their company and for them to make more exclusives for the PlayStation 5 and so forth. And that's not good. That's not good. That's how big of a deal it is. You gotta understand more than just, well, I can't get the game yet, or yada yada yada. Listen, I'm gonna state this plain and simple. If you have a PS4, which you need a PS4 in order to play Last of Us Part 2, since it is a PS4 exclusive, you will be able to download it digitally. I'm also going to say, even if you have slow internet, my internet's not the best. It's decent, or it's okay. It does fine, but it's not the best. There's way better internet. There's way faster megabytes of speed that you can get, obviously. But I can still download my games digitally because I have internet. It doesn't need to be perfect. You know, as long as you have internet, whether it's so-so or it's not really that great or it's decent, whatever it seems to be, you have internet, and that's what matters. You can digitally download it, whether you like it or don't like it. You can do it. There's a difference between liking the game and being able to download it, and then just preferring disc. There's a difference, obviously. So, and I think some people need to understand that. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you have a console, and if you don't have Wi-Fi, what are you doing? Okay, why did you even buy the damn console? I'm going to tell you this. 98% of the console needs internet. Okay? No buts or apps. So why would you buy a console if you don't have internet? I'm sorry to say this, but there's something mentally... You're not thinking. You're not thinking, period. I would not buy a console if I don't have internet. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. No buts, no apps. I would not do it. Because, once again, it's made to play with friends. Okay? There's barely any games these days that do not require internet. And I'm just going to state that, alright? If you have your different points, fine. But I'm just trying to state that I think people need to really, be smart on why they buy a system. Because a system does need internet, no matter how you look at it. If you want to play with friends, you need the internet. Duh. If you want to play online, duh, you need internet. You can't do that shit without it, okay? And even if you do buy a game's disc, that doesn't mean that you don't still need internet. You still need internet. So, you can't just say that you can't get it digitally. Wrong. You can get it digitally. It's whether or not you want to or don't. There's a difference. So I wanted to state that clear. Once again, if you have a console and you don't have internet, you're not doing something right, clearly. And maybe you should get internet, because that's pointless. I'm sorry to say, but your console is pointless without it. It is. It is. Alright. Even, I don't know really any games on my system that don't have or don't require internet. They require internet in some form or fashion. Whether you seem to be playing offline or not, they require it. No matter what. I don't know any game that does not require it. I mean, there might be a few games, but but even so, it still defeats the purpose of having a console. The console is made to play with your friends, play online, and do all that cool shit. That's what it's made to do. If you have a console and don't have internet, you're not doing it right. I'm just being honest right there. You're not doing it right at all. And you should be able to get internet, no matter where you're at. You should be able to, whether it's good or it's okay. So So, and that's all I want to state. Remember, I'm just stating what I, you know, I'm just trying to clear it. Don't get angry at me. Don't come at me. I'm just telling you what I know. Alright? And that is what I know. Okay? And that is honest. That is very simple and honest. Alright? I figured I'd state that. Now, like I said, you can have your own opinion. I'm going to respect your guys' opinions because I do. That's what I do. I respect your guys' opinions. If you guys have a different opinion, that's fine. I'm cool with that. That's cool. I have a cool conversation with you. We're good. We're awesome. But I just wanted to state that. You know, I get it. Not everybody's on board with the digital thing. Whatever. I have 90% of my games digital because it's easier, faster. I don't need to own a disc to say that, oh yeah, I got the game and disc. Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I have the game, that's what matters. And if it saves me money, cool. I don't need to own the disc to feel like I have something. That doesn't matter to me. Okay. Even though I do have some games, I do have disc. Yes, I do. But those are sometimes birthday gifts, and I don't care about that. That's fine. Or Christmas presents, whatever. But anyways, so getting into where you guys, you know, where they will possibly do an early release for digital release. Like I've stated, obviously, with investors, if they don't get their money, obviously, that's going to be a big problem with Sony. Well, and that is the case. That is going to hurt them if they do push it back. So, and like I said, that they could take that risk and they could do that. I don't know. It's really hard to say. They could find a different way. It's hard to predict the future, of course, and predict what they're going to do. They are the company. They can totally, oh, okay, I guess they're not going to do that. You know, and it could be wrong. You know, I'm just sharing information that could lead to possibly being correct. And we could be possibly seeing it early digital release. I do see it very likely. You cannot say that it's not going to happen because that is false as well. And so yeah, with this investors, this could make them do it for an early release, so then they get money, so then they can use that money to pay off the investors and be good on that part. But I think they're just trying to see all their options. They're trying to see every which way possible before they just jump onto the bag and go for it. And I do think that's smart. They don't need to rush this. They can take their time. But that's another reason why, too, that they haven't pushed the date back. This game might still release digitally on May 29th. We don't know. I'm not going to rule it out of luck yet until they say not. But, which tells you right there that they're on a big deadline here, and I don't think they should push it back at all because they could hurt their sales if they do push it back. Like I said, the investors really tell you how it's going to go, and they could really screw them up. They could really mess them up, if they don't pay them money, So, and that's where I got the information from. Makes sense? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Yeah, so that is where it's at. And yeah, so like I said, I'll keep you guys posted as much as I possibly can with any new information on Last of Us Part 2, and let you guys know. And even the guys, the directors and such like that, as Blackwood said, he had a conversation with him, Arnie, and even Neil. There was another director too, and they kind of talked about that as well. And that's where he got this information from. I do not have, he hasn't showed any pictures or anything like that, but I would not I would not, he's DMing him, and I'm sure he's asking him questions and such like that. Not 24/7, I'm sure, but but I'm sure he is giving him answers and such like that to certain things. And obviously this is a big one, but this one could really tell if it's going to happen or not. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but it's seeming like it's more likely, So there's a better chance that we could see it go digital. An early digital release, there's a possible chance. I'm not going to deny that for surely. And we're going to have to see what happens. So, but I just wanted to give you guys a form and introduction. This could hype you guys up a little bit more because we could get the game on the same date. Anyways, so that could be good news. I'm sure there might be some of you guys that might not be able to get it at all. But you have to have internet no matter what anyway, so I don't see why people would be complaining anyway. Once again, why would you have a console and not have internet? That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, I'm being honest with you. It doesn't make no sense. You tell me if that makes any sense. Because I'm going to tell you, 99% of the people are going to say, no, it does not make no sense. Exactly. Because it doesn't. It doesn't. No matter how you look at it. It just doesn't. You need both things in order to use the console what it's supposed to be used for. Plain and simple. But if you somehow don't, I'm not ruling you out of the book. But I would definitely advise getting it in the future. Of course. But DVD does not mean it's going to change that either, though. Just saying. Because if the game still requires internet, well then what's the difference between getting it digitally or on DVD? There's no difference. Because you need internet either way. So what's the difference between you downloading it or putting the disc in? Here's a tip. Download the game at night when you go to sleep. So then by the next day, the game's already finished downloading. That's a smart tip. Recommend it. If you don't already. But anyways, that is a recommendation for me. I do that, trust me. It's a smart tip. But anyways, there's your guys' a little bit update on Last of Us Part 2. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But like I said, it's a little bit more of a discussion about these investors because I did get a little bit of information on that regarding his video. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I do believe this is possible. We gotta look at it as a business point. It's gonna hurt them more in the long run if they push this back compared to not pushing this back. But they might take that risk anyway. It's really hard to say. It's all up to them. They can do what they want. If they are under contract, though, I would probably not push it back because that probably would not be a smart idea. I would just release it on digital early release, and then get what you can get out of it, and go from there. Maybe when the stores reopen again for the DVDs, boom, rock and roll on that, and then get the other people that supposedly can't get the game on digital, and then get everybody else with DVDs. That is my take on it, and yeah. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll always keep you guys up to date. Smash the like button if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you guys are new, and then hit the bell so you guys will always be notified when I do make these Last of Us Part 2 update videos, and on the game release. So, stay tuned, I'll always keep you guys updated here on the Orvis Army. Stay tuned, I got finishing off Life is Strange Season 2 alternate choices coming up. Over here, sign out. Have a good one, you guys. Stay safe.